I'm Jennifer and I'm so happy you're here because today I am making one of my most favorite recipes, jalapeno poppers. I adore these jalapeno poppers. In fact, they're so good, I even eat them for breakfast with eggs sometime. Let me show you just how I make them and how easy they are. They are super delicious and I would be so happy if you hit the like button and subscribe before we start the video. I'm going to get my jalapenos ready for my jalapeno poppers. I have cheese and cream cheese and bacon all ready to go. I'm going to add some garlic powder to my cream cheese. I'm also going to add some roasted paprika. This will give it a beautiful color. And I'm going to add in some cheese. I found the best thing to mix this up is a great big metal spoon. I just start pressing it down with the back of this spoon. And then I stir it all together. Now that our cream cheese mixture is all mixed together, we'll set this aside and we're going to start on our peppers. I'm going to take my pepper and I'm going to trim just the smidge of the green right off the top, right below where the little stem connects. I don't want to cut down too far because I want to leave this surface right here. This is what's going to hold all of our cheese in. So I just trimmed off enough of the stem to leave this nice surface. And now I'm going to cut it in half right down the middle. Once I cut it down the middle, I'm going to take a grapefruit spoon. This is the spoon I love to use. It has a serrated edge which is a little bit sharp on top. And I'm going to put it just here, just underneath that delicate area that I wanted to maintain. I was careful to keep that. And then I'll just start working away. I have a bowl here to catch all of the scraps. I'll take this sharp little spoon and drag it right down along each side. And then I'll just pop that middle right out. I'll go back and I'll get all of the seeds that I can get. You don't have to take all the seeds out. However, if you don't, the seeds can be really hot. And just continue scraping. You could use a regular metal spoon if that's all you have. And there we have it. It's perfectly cleaned out and ready to start filling. On to the next one. If your skin is sensitive to peppers, you might want to put on some disposable rubber gloves when you seed the peppers. It's hard to believe how much was in these few little jalapeno peppers. I have a tray here with some nonstick foil and I put down a little bit of spray just to keep everything from sticking. I'll take my pepper and I have an offset spatula, but you could use a knife or even the back of the spoon. I'm going to scoop up a bunch of this cream cheese mixture and put in. You can use anything you want in this cream cheese mixture. If there's something you really like or a different kind of cheese, you can put anything in this and make it your very own. I just estimate how much cream cheese I'm going to need, but if I have an extra bit of cream cheese mixture, I just scoop it into a ball with a spatula and then I roll it in some shredded cheese, put it in the refrigerator, and it makes an outstanding cheese ball. You could use crackers or celery or anything like that, apples, whatever you'd like, and use to dip in the cheese ball. I go through and spread it in to where it's pretty level and that way it's completely filled. And then I'll go back and see if I have any extra. And then I'll mound it up a little bit until I've either used it all up or if it's too much, I'll make the cheese ball. Now that our peppers are successfully filled, I'm going to take some bacon and just lay it right over the top, just like this. I'll leave about an inch hanging down and then I'll just start winding the bacon right around the pepper. When I get to the bottom, I'm just going to take it and tuck it right into the cream cheese, just like that, nice and neat. I'll put it on my lined tray with the foil and the spray. I'll just keep going right along until I've successfully wrapped all of these little peppers. If you need to, you could always use toothpicks, but I prefer not having any toothpicks in mine. I just wrap them up like this, and they stay wrapped really nicely. One of the secrets for keeping all of the cream cheese inside is to put them in the refrigerator and let the cream cheese get really, really nice and cold before you bake them. And that way it doesn't start melting out and pouring out of the little jalapeno all over your tray. Our poppers are ready to put in the oven. At this time, if you want, you could sprinkle some seasoning on top. Sometimes I like to sprinkle fajita seasoning on top of mine. I have some bone-in chicken thighs and I have them on their top side. I'm going to put some seasoning. This is fajita seasoning, the same seasoning that I put on the jalapeno peppers. I'll put this on the bottom, then I'll turn each one over, and I'll sprinkle more seasoning right on the top. This way the skin will be nice and seasoned, and it'll get really good and crispy as it bakes. I'm going to put this in the oven with the jalapeno peppers and bake this for at least 30 to 40 minutes. I'll check them with the thermometer and make sure that they're 165 degrees in the center. And here's how the baked chicken thighs and jalapeno poppers turned out. They'll be so delicious for dinner tonight. I am so happy you were here. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you give this super easy dinner a try. It's absolutely delicious. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.